Mm, you know, the mess on the floor.
Yo, the Use Your Words Pod Show, Thursday Talk Live, Mighty Moolah.
King Dukes.
Man, we in the building, man. It is Thursday Talk Live, man. We appreciate y'all uh, joining us. The Use Your Words Pod Show. It's Thursday Talk Live, open topic format. We welcome you to join the chat, even join the show as a guest host. Just send a request via DM. You'll be sent the link so you can join us on Cam. Open topic format is exactly that. If you have a topic you want to discuss, let us know via the chat or come on as a special guest host. You know what I'm saying? We start with a segment, top of the feed, which we just grabbed some clips of topics we've seen on social media and use our words to discuss. Let's go. Big King Deuce, what's happening, bro?
Man, hey, I'm running out of outfits. I be recycling stuff on here.
Me too.
You don't recycling nothing. I ain't never seen that T-shirt right there.
You know what, man? You got,
I
bro.
don't never, I don't never, I ain't never seen that T-shirt. Everybody done seen
I'll
it
be outside.
10
That's why I
10
look good.
times. They ain't got nothing to do with outside. I'm talking about I be recycling stuff for the show. Every time I'm on,
I ain't seen that. What that
yeah,
say?
yeah, yeah. I don't know what it say.
Order contract. What that say?
I don't know. It's a
New
hoodie.
York Empire State of Mind. See, boy, you
I might have bought this at like
about you say
a souvenir place or something.
you bought it at Bucky's.
I might, yeah, something like that. Because I might have just needed a hoodie. It might have been, I might have went to New York and it was cold or something, and I just needed
See,
to grab something.
bro. I mean, I've been to New York maybe once, man. You be going up there like it's on a weekend. You'll fly up there. I mean, you ain't never took Spirit though, have you?
I have flu spirit, man. I done did spirit. I done did spirit. I done did
What up, Smoot? What up from the
what's
south side?
happening with that?
What's
I done
happening?
did
East side in this jump. East side,
frontier.
EATL.
I done did frontier before too.
Yeah, see y'all. I mean, it was a great place to visit. It's just too much. Man, get off me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's too crowded in New York, bro.
What's up, Amber? How you doing, sweetie?
Yeah, Amber, thank you for joining, man. Yeah, New York is beautiful. I mean, it's a great place though. I would say Chicago if I had to choose as far as like where I had like more fun or more things to do. I felt like Chicago was more lively. You know what I'm saying? You been to Chicago?
No, that's I was trying to think. I don't think so.
You gotta go, bro. Dope. Chicago's a dope city, man.
Gotta go to Chirac.
Nah, I ain't trying to go down there. I don't need that, man. I don't need to do that. Oh yeah, big. Oh, for sure in Chicago, boy.
For
Oh
food,
man,
yeah.
good food, everything,
What they known for, like barbecue and stuff or something?
pizza, hot
Oh,
Franks. You know what I'm saying? Well, they call them Franks in New York, but hot dogs. You know what I mean? But the pizza, you got the deep dish, which is like ridiculous. It's stupid. I don't even know how you come up with something like that. Like that's some big back activity for real. But Chicago is dope. I'm good. I was in Manhattan about 3 weeks ago. Oh, okay, for sure, man. What you doing in Manhattan? You going to see plays? Want to see
yeah,
there on Broadway?
my baby girl used to live in New York. She just moved back. What middle last year?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
Marlon there.
yeah. She was signed to a modeling company over there, so
Yeah, man.
we was in and out of New York pretty frequently.
The big apple, the big rotten apple, man. Nah, just playing, man. It just be. I think New York gets a bad rap for me because of some of the people that I met. It mostly dudes.
Yeah,
Some
yeah. It's
they just it's like, bro, okay, don't nobody care you from New York, bro. It's like you don't what that mean?
I feel like
New
it's
York,
more it's
yeah.
more matter of fact, if that makes sense in New York. Like it ain't really no they ain't really got no soul like in New York, like down south. That's the difference.
That's what Chicago has too. Chicago had you can feel it like yeah, Smoot. Believe it or not, Chicago's the same feeling downtown. Yeah, I agree, man. Broadway, baby, and fine dining for sure. Well, look, man, we appreciate y'all joining, man. The Thursday Talk Live, open topic format. We we just kind of
Chop it up.
yeah, free ball it. What's been on your radar
No,
this
this more said free balling.
before? I don't know why I said that, bro. I just
Oh Lord, boy. Oh, what's
me
been
and
on my
my
radar?
brain, me and my
Huh?
brain. Yeah, what's on your radar, man? Shy Cage.
Shot, Chirac. That's why I said they some killers down there, up there, whichever way it is.
Shoot, Bromberg ain't no different. Now, I mean, it ain't the
But
last
at
of
least I know. At least
man.
I know half of. At least I know half of them Spumberg though.
That don't
They
make
don't
it
know
better
me.
because I
They
don't.
don't know me in Chicago, huh?
Shoot, that don't make it no better, man. They must be messing around and be trying to nickname themselves the Murderberg and all that, man.
They don't. But at least they know. They probably know me. They probably call me Unc in the bird. In Chicago, they don't know me at all.
Nah, Smooth. Nah, they do have man. NYC has a lot of soul. I mean, we went there, went to Harlem to the
I
Apollo.
mean, yeah, they got soul. I didn't mean like soul um black soul like what we have. I'm talking about as far as like if you come down south, we speak to each other.
Yeah, you don't get that up north.
You don't get that up north. That's what
It's
I
way
mean. I
more.
didn't mean. I know they got soul. I know they got soul,
But
but
you
I
know
mean
why
like
though? Because
I mean
it's
like
so
southern half hospitality, like hospitality, like we.
yeah.
What happened? You said what?
Talk that up to the weather though, because in NYC you got a lot more time where it's going to be cold and frigid. You ain't got time to
But
when you bundle up. You ain't got hey man, how you doing?
no. But I've had experiences like I rode subway. I've done like and I've had people speak like they speak, but it's not as widespread as like the South. Everybody in the South speak. Like if you catch eye contact with somebody in the South, you
Yeah,
either gonna nod your head like this, you gonna do your head like this, you gonna do this,
yeah.
you go, you know what I'm saying? That's just how everybody,
Well,
everybody.
what's going
Uh,
on, brother? What's up, brother? Yeah,
uh,
that's
uh,
that's all. In fact, you can get caught up. You go somewhere in public, man. You everywhere you
yeah,
go
where
to
you
the
go?
bathroom. You hey, what's up? Like dang,
Right.
nigga, you know me, but
Right.
in
That's
New
just
York,
that's
I
just
get it.
Southern hospitality. That's just how we are in the South.
I get it, man. They speak a little bit, not much. No, they
Now,
do.
yeah, they speak a little bit. That's why I say, yeah, they do a little bit.
And how they do it is different. It's a lot more abrasive. You know what I'm saying?
It's abrasive.
A lot more abrasive, man. Like, and it's crazy because a lot of niggas do people from up there. I mean, people up there are from the South. You know what I'm saying? Like they migrated during the Great Migration and all that stuff, man. So their family is from the South and all that, but they up there now. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, son, I ain't trying to talk about the New York son. That's we good, smooth.
Yeah.
I
It's all
feel
good, man.
it.
It's all good, son. You know what I
But
mean? Like,
nah,
I
every
think,
every place is not the same though. So you got different feels everywhere you go. So that's why it is good to be well traveled. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you a place that I really like, man. That a lot of people don't give a lot of credit to is Philly. I love downtown Philly
come on, man.
was a vibe, bro.
Fam is from Philly, bro.
Yeah, downtown Philly was a vibe. I actually love downtown Philly.
Nah, you can't don't mess around in Philly either, though. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I mean you can't mess around nowhere really, but yeah,
Yeah,
Philly, yeah, you right, you right.
yeah. Nah, my grandmother, man. My great grandmother is. We used to go out there, man. North Philly, North
Hmm.
17th Street, off of Broad Street, man. Used to go down there, and I remember first time going up there. I used to be like, "How they drive on these streets, bro? Like it was so narrow, and you got the row housing, and I
Hmm.
was like, it just blew me away as a kid because I'm used to single family home build, you know what I mean, on a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot. You got a what they call it? The uh dang, not acreage, but you got the what you can look up. with your
Oh, your plot, like the
yeah.
plot,
It ain't a
plot,
it ain't, huh?
flat, plot.
No, it's not called a plot. The lot, but online, like when you want to look up for
Oh,
the
your dang, it's your
when it comes to like zoning and stuff. I
Hey, what is it?
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, we did it last week too.
Yeah,
We
yeah, bro. Hey, bro,
we
get
had straight but I know exactly what you're talking. Cause I
popping God. You know what I'm saying? What up, God? Yeah.
hey, what is it?
NX? No. Not an NX. The y'all help me out, man. I'm trying to get work my brain without looking it up because
Yeah, me too. We getting older. We need this. We need to do that.
to do it, man. You got to make sure you got to put your brain through the gym, man. Take your brain. Don't rush to the internet so fast. You got to. Hey, come on, nigga. You can remember. Um,
Dang, what is it?
um, going for family reunion in August. Going to New York. Oh, okay. Going
Land? What is it? What's that? What's that thing? Cause I
to New York and Philly, Smoot. Um, God dog it. Now I feel like I gotta look it up, dog. A lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I look up my lot thing, and I know what it is because I had to do the whole appraisal thing and get when it came out and did the whole appraisal for the house and for the to get your taxes or whatever. I talked to the county assessor
nah nah. I mean,
and
I just looked up one of mine, but I don't know what I know what words you thinking about, but I can't think about it. I mean, I can't remember. What's the dang word?
Smooth, come on, boy. I know you know. Anyway, um Uh, shoot, bro. I am trip. Nah, not NX, bro. Not the NX. When I say it, you're gonna be like, "Yep, I know you're talking about." It's like with property surveys and all that. We do. Oh, why can't I think of this word? And I was just looking at it. Like if you look up for your county online, it doesn't say lot size. It says the uh. God dog it. Hey man, I'm tripping.
Let me look up mine real quick. Hold on.
I'm tripping.
Can you
Um,
hear me? Can you still hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
I'm gonna look
But,
it up.
yeah, I don't. I'm thinking of it, y'all. Very smooth. It feels like a brick oven up there in August. Oh man, yeah, because it's all cement. And I was like, that's the other thing. Summers is stupid. Summers be dumb. I mean, the humidity here in Atlanta is unbearable, man. Last year, I'm surprised it wasn't more stabbings because I wanted to stab somebody. Just that heat alone make you just want to nut up and just get away from me. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Um. What up? What up? What up, fam? What up, Chris? Nah, man. We just it's open type of format, man. We just getting we just getting into it. I was trying to figure out, trying to rack these 40 mid 40-year-old brains and figure out the word that we were talking about lot size as far as like what you get as far as land wise here in the South or even out there where you at in Oklahoma for sure.
Well,
Lots.
I'm just looking up mine right now, bro. It don't give you no. Let me see. Few details.
Um,
What kind of tax? Real estate.
um,
It ain't got no name, bro. It just showed me. I'm looking up one of my properties. It ain't got no name.
Aaron, this, no, that ain't it,
It's
bro.
got that number. That's what you're talking about. The number. The dang, what is it? What is this? It's just new too.
Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.
Let's see.
When I say it, you're gonna be like, man, God, dog, yeah, I know exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Let me pull up the Cal County, man.
I'm on mine now, but I don't see no word that you. Let me try the other one. Let me see if they pull that one up.
you can look it up by you can look it up by y'all. We just we being real. We being real.
We being
40.
real old. We being real this activity right here.
Yeah, we're being real 40 right now, but I can't. It's like a burp. Like I can't get past it until I get it. You know what I mean? Um, let me check this part. This.
Tax collector. See, you will pay your property tax. Let me see if it's gonna come up for mine. Put my name in.
What the hell? Oh, bro, this is crazy. Crazy Talk Live, over top format. Sorry, y'all. We up here trying to figure out what the hell.
Bro, they ain't got no. It ain't no name. I
Parcel,
pulled up. Huh?
parcel, parcel.
Parsons. Parsons. You, Lord have mercy. Who
Oh,
said it?
huh?
Who said it?
I did.
Oh,
Thank you, David. But we came up with the parcel number. There you go. Jesus. Woo. All right. Now we can move on finally. Parcel number. But yeah,
so
man.
what
But
was what was the point you were trying to make?
I was talking about Philly when I was talking about not being able to, like, my first time seeing how housing was done in Philly, like in the city, like row housing, like first time seeing that and spending time with my family up there, and like a row housing with basement and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? 4 levels and the 3 levels in the basement and all that. I just never, that was my first time like experiencing that type of, like housing. Like I said, I came from like ranch style or, townhouse and or regular two,
Right.
write it down
Write
somewhere.
it down somewhere. Not.
I, nah,
Amber, don't do that because you
I'm,
our age too now. You act like you ain't our age. You be forget stuff too.
I'm gonna put my
I was trying to rock with my brother, but I ain't even know, what angle he was coming at. So
I'm a I'm gonna work my brain out again next time if I had to think. But parcel number, yeah, that man, I don't know why I could not think of that. But
David, you older than us. I'm glad you remember. You must be taking some that limitless
oh,
pill.
that Ginkgo Global.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
Ginkgo Global.
hey, you must be taking that Jinkoba, nigga. Now, that nigga said Jink.
Bro, I don't know, man. You're way smarter than me, bro. You're way smarter than me, son. You're way smarter than me, son. Correct me.
Say
What,
say
it
say
ain't
it again.
called Ginkgo Global? What's it
What?
called?
Jinkoba?
Global.
Jinkoba. You might be talking about something else.
Nah, you might be talking about what I'm talking about.
Jinkoba, man. It's
Spell
Jinkoba.
it.
Huh?
Do we have an H in it?
It's
G-A?
Jinkoba. I dang, you see, but it's Jinkoba. That's what it is for brain, like for your brain activity,
Hey, man,
man.
all I know is, man, hey, I use these. There's an app I use that play brain games and stuff like that to try to, what I'm
Hey,
saying?
but no. Seriously though, seriously, I'm gonna be honest with you. The older I get, man, the more like I feel like I do have a lot more brain fog, and I do feel like I do reach for my words a lot more now. Like it take me a little longer to think of, even it just mid conversation.
Yeah, I definitely sometimes I've been mid conversation, be like,
Yeah, yeah, I do.
you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. And you can I don't want to do that. Lions, man, I'm gonna try that. What's some I got some testo from I've been taking that with the creatine and stuff like that to work
It's
out.
testosterone pills.
But
That's
it's the organic from Dr. Sebi.
I used to take it was this pill called Focus. That's what actually made me think about that brain fog because I used to get that a lot. I need that again because shoot I be struggling sometimes.
Mhm. See, that's what I'm saying. Because yep, when I was getting my lot,
Don't nobody care nothing about that, man. Y'all always got
yeah,
some.
man, I ain't gonna say it, man. You know that man, hey, it's the when I was getting my lot looked at so that you can survey it, have it, you got dial to like the 511 or whatever it is and whatever it is in the state to come out there and make sure your wherever your lines are, find your gas and all that, when you're gonna put a fence or whatever you're gonna do, add an addition or whatever you're gonna do. The fast shift that is happening. Let's talk about it. What you talking about? Hey, you want me to send you the link, Smooth? Jump on, bro. But I'll send you the link. But go ahead, bro. Put it in the chat. Real quick though, we're gonna do the top of the feed real quick. Let's I wanna do this video real quick, man. Our quick top of the feed. This was something I saw today, and man, this junk had me crying laughing. So let's check it out.
My stomach's hurting. I got cramps.
A period?
Yeah.
God, no!
Oh,
Not the period.
I know.
Y'all women go through so much.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, it sucks.
And it's crazy because like if I could take the period correct for you, I would.
Really?
It's like once a month. Mm-hmm. It's too much. God, why? Give it to us. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And I get headaches too from it. Like, yeah. And my lower back hurts too.
No, so like.
And I can't sleep too.
You can't sleep.
No, I get hot sweats.
You can't. I know how to put you to sleep.
Ooh.
No, not like.
Bro, bro, hey, bro, try to hit, bro. That is it. Oh, God, no.
If I could take it away, I would. Once a month.
Oh, God, why?
Once a month.
Hey,
that ain't the one I seen though, bro. It was the opposite. It was like the girl was telling the dude that she was on it because she wasn't really feeling him like that. So she kept telling her every time he came back, she was like, I'm on it. I'm on my cycle.
oh, yeah. Y'all would literally die. Oh, if you start serious, hey, man, look.
Women, I do say women a lot stronger than men though.
I
As
had
far as like, yeah, y'all are.
stronger in the pelvic area, maybe, yeah, but
Man, they endure a lot of pain. Childbirth,
you know why they say, you know why?
period,
I think,
period. They endure a lot of pain, bro.
and I think that's why a lot of women say or think they're like men have it easier. We may have it easier biologically, like physically, as far as have it easy. We have to worry about period, don't have to worry about childbirth, don't have to worry about premenopause or whatever, or stuff like that. But ladies, until I just want to say, man, just have some respect, because until you wake up with that sack, or until you wake up with that meat, you know what I'm saying, and or ever been hit in your balls as a man, and you don't know what that. I don't care what no woman say. I don't know what equates to that pain. I'm sure cramping does it, but bro, you'll throw up. Most men will throw up if you get kicked in the balls, man.
I mean, yeah, that's some real pain.
It's just ooh. Survival mindset, ownership, and information mindset. Absolutely, man. We are really, there is a shift that I think we actually have been talking about for a while. Personally, me myself and King Dukes here and guys that we rock with. Same with you, Smooth. I think we when we were doing the show, man, and hanging tough, man. Back in them days, a few years back, with the show, yeah, it was, that was a lot of the talk as far as legacy, I think you have to move from a survival mindset to a thriving or like you said, ownership and information mindset. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Amber, I count these Crohn's and text. Oh yeah, yeah. And shout out you, Smoot man, my man, strong brother, bro. Um, I met a guy. I meant to tell you. I don't know if I told you. I met a guy at the airport who was a scientist or something, and we just got to talk. You know me. You know, sometimes I just be talking to folk or whatever. But he was actually working on something at Georgia Tech. He's a scientist, and they were working on something. He was flying out to present um, uh, something that he's been working on as far as for treatment for Crohn's disease. So, hey man, my prayers that man they cooking up something, man, that's good and has as little side effects as possible because you know nowadays, man, it's like they gotta give you something that got side effects that you gotta need to take another pill for or whatever, this or that. It's like that's the game they play, you know what I mean?
They said they need to take that up with E. That's their punishment.
That is though.
I mean,
Pain and childbirth. Hey,
so
and ever since then we've been, hey, bro.
we've been on easy street.
Been on receiving end. Nah, we've been on the receiving end.
Hey, look, I'm gonna go back to
And give us some light, bro.
I'm gonna
There we
go
go.
back to well, I'm
The surviving to the
yeah,
information.
yeah, yeah, but it triggered something that I was talking to somebody, and it's probably not the same, but it did bring up this conversation I was having with somebody. You know, they're doing a lot of layoffs. A lot of people are getting, getting their pink slips, and the world is just, kind of, you can see with spirit, budget cuts, all this kind of stuff. So a lot of people are really
Instant.
panicked. Yeah,
Instant.
yeah, they in survival mode, man. Um, and what hurts me is seeing the students with no to
Tell them how to make major moves. Get to the next level. High school.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like,
So
man, it really
so
is.
I was having a conversation with somebody that was saying,
Appreciate
hey,
the work you're doing,
they
Smooth.
cut they cutting hours at my job, and I was like, well, they had already told me about a little side hustle that they had done before, kind of quit or whatever. And I told them, I said, at this point of life, whether you got a 9 to 5 or whether you are an entrepreneur, everybody should have a side hustle, right? You should
Mm,
have something other than your main income to create another income stream. Period. Like you could open up a online store. You can do, you know what I'm saying? It's something that you can do outside of your 9 to 5. That in case I'm not saying at the current moment once you started that it can replace your 9 to 5, but if your 9 to 5 start cutting your hours or whatever, you can still continue to survive. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um,
can I interject on
yeah,
that? I want to not. It ain't even devil's advocate. I do want to give because I agree with that. I agree that should be your mindset. But I think, man, the reality for a lot of people, man, and I've been in that situation myself, man, where it feels like, okay, I have these ideas, but I just don't have the capital. I don't have the resources. I don't have the okay. We and then there's like, yeah, you can do an online store. Um, some people may say, well, shoot, I'm barely able to pay my Wi-Fi, or I'm able to barely to pay my such and such, or I don't have a good laptop. You know what I'm saying? Like there are inhibitors sometimes to
I feel like there are excuses
oh,
sometimes. They're
uh,
not. They're not inhibitors because
just because you
my my 7-year old right here can start a lemonade stand. And I'm using that as a small scale, but it's anything that you can
who's
do.
funding it? Who's putting the
If she
lemonade?
wanted to do a lemonade stand, she got enough money to go and buy a pack of lemonade and you know what I'm saying?
She got money from that's almost like she has a funder. Where she get her money? She ain't working.
But I get it. But what I'm saying is it's simple things. Like you don't have to have a whole bunch of money to start something.
No,
And
I
you
get it.
bro, when I started my business, I ain't had nothing but a bucket and a brush. Period. I ain't had no money. I had a bucket and a brush, and I went around and I asked people, could I wash their car? That's all I had. That's it.
Right,
I
right.
you
No, I get
you can pull if my daughter or my son was on here right now, they can tell you that my son will tell somebody every day. My daddy started his business with a bucket and a brush. That's how I started.
absolutely, man. We broke.
I ain't had no water tanks. I ain't had no. I went to pick. Man, I started washing cars at people's house with they own with they water.
Yeah,
That's how I started.
and that's before you even was able to buy or pay for a business license
That's
and
before. Right.
parents
Right.
and other stuff and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why first of all, this is why I push the the trend with now what they're saying. I push young people if they ask me about certain things or whatever, I say, man, don't think you the old day of go to high school, go to college, build up all this college debt or whatever, and that was like the main pathway that you were told to being successful or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That is not what is that's shown and proved that, bro. That I know plenty of people who have well-paying jobs, me included, and you can feel like you are still trying to get above water if you're not able to manage that, or especially if you have like student loans and stuff. Now, thank God I don't have no student loans.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff is taken care of, but it's a it's a I think a focus change. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, changing your mindset, aligning yourself with the right people who can have you to look at success a different way.
Yes. I
There
got.
is no one way. So I agree with what you're saying. Like, yeah, you can when you find yourself. We just got to. I got to that point. I think I realized that when somebody told me back in the day, man. I learned early. You don't quit a job unless you got a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had never been fired though. I had never been laid off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how that mindset goes until I got older. When I'm working for in the space I work now, where there could be a shutdown that affects my employment or my working or pay or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And but thankfully, I had already had an idea of entrepreneurship and
Uh-huh.
doing business and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
you know, I think it's great that we push people to think beyond just the regular 9 to 5, right? And I think we absolutely should continue to do that. But we have to be understanding of certain. Now there are people who have excuses, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But there are people who have certain things that factors that play into getting into a certain space easier, is harder for them than maybe somebody else. You know what I mean? So losing a job, what do they say? I think over 60% or 70% of the country is paycheck to paycheck.
Right. I feel. I get you. I get what you're saying.
So losing a job, not only if you don't have the wherewithal where you've already been thinking about business while you were working that
Uh-huh.
job, you know what I'm saying? And had that understanding like this could be swept, taken from up under the rug could be pulled from up under my feet with this at any point, especially in the at will type, job situation. Then that curve is going to be a lot harder to say, okay, now let me think about business at that moment. Not to say it's impossible. Difficult don't mean impossible. You know what I'm saying? So it just means that there are some people that the curve for them is maybe a little tougher. And let's be clear. Can we be real? Everybody's not meant for business. Uh, do you think that's a true statement, or do
I
you
think
think
I think I don't think everybody's meant for business, but I do think everybody is meant for more than one stream of income. Or
okay?
um
I agree with that.
I feel like I feel like everybody's meant for one, because I mean you got to understand that
Some
the
people are
way
great at
times are,
investing. You know what I'm
huh?
saying? Some people are great at investing.
Yeah,
They,
the way times are, man. I don't feel like you should rely on one source of income, bro. You
a-
can't.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. But there, you know what? I mean, this is why you got to learn early, though. The earlier, the better. Like me telling my 10-year-old and 8-year-old this is more beneficial than when they're 18, even when they're 28.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 28,
Mm-hmm.
26, trying to say, hey, baby, like you need to be trying to figure out. And even then, that's better than when they're 38 or 36.
Mm-hmm.
Because, once you get that habit or that routine of I work and I get a check. I work,
Mm-hmm.
I get a check. You know what I'm saying? And that's your mindset rather than I create something and it builds and then there's a money that you know what I'm saying. Like then there's you know I work for this or I invest in myself or I put this into this and build it and I market it or whatever and I put it out and I get income or I invest in this and I don't see the money. I don't. There's not a paycheck attached to it. You see, it's like that paycheck mindset. It's like that mindset of you work and you get paid.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you in that mindset and then that rug is ripped off and under you, then you don't know what to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. One job should be enough. Just won't rely on. But one job in America is not enough for a lot of people. There are a lot of people who
Unless you're a doctor or something like, yeah, you could do that. But as far as like a plant worker or somebody that's doing, like, you're gonna have to have multiple streams of income. Period.
check it out. This is why you see these Congress people or people in Congress whose net worth grows once they get in Congress. They don't have a lot of them might have some, but they start to get into other businesses because now you got access to people, lobbyists, and all this other stuff where you find out stuff. That's why a lot of the rub with Congress, Republican and Democrat, is that a lot of them have the same type of interest. They are interested in insider trading. They put those in those bills, and we wonder why it's taking so long to look like they fighting about it or whatever. They taking everything out, but they not taking that stuff out that benefits both sides.
Poor Dave. That's right, Dave. Poor Dave coming back up. He said, you got to make sacrifices, rather it's get a second job. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of times we can make excuses, bro, about not having the means, but even if you got it, I done seen. And I'm not going. I done seen people that have been, that needed to make an extra income. They don't went and got a job at a gas station for overnight. You
I,
know what I'm
I'm,
saying?
I'm
Or
saying that
they
is
made, or they went to Hardee's and made biscuits
Uber.
early morning or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they done. Oh, nigga, I've done Uber.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
You know what
what I'm saying is, if you have a mindset of, okay, I need this capital for this business, it's ways to go out there and get it. I
I'm saying?
feel like a lot of people will sit on their excuses and then they'll cry when they don't have, other than going out there and getting it regardless. My mama used to tell us, and I I might have took it the wrong way, but My mama used to say, by any means necessary. Like, you gotta go get it by any means, like any means necessary. You know, she didn't mean the way I went and got it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it makes sense though. If you need it, you gotta go get it.
there
Period.
there is, what is it? I forgot what they say is the father of invention. Um, ah, y'all help me. Somebody help me out in the comments.
I've never been the type of person
What's the
that
father of?
when my back against the wall as far as finances or whatever, that I couldn't run and go do something to get. I never wanted to ask nobody for nothing. I never
Woo,
wanted, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not that cat. So I had to figure out how to
man.
go get it. Period.
When I got myself out of debt years ago, the first time or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, it was like putting yourself on a budget, doing things. And let's be clear, man. Yeah, there is a two income household, but if you're in a traditional type situation where you handling all the bills, it don't feel like a two income household for real. You know what I'm saying? Um, However, there is something to that. You know what I mean? I agree, man. Like you figure out a way. You put yourself on a budget.
Yeah, you figure a way out. You
You
figure a
ask
way out.
to watch the kids if you can or whatever, so that you can go work another whatever. You figure out to do that. But what I'm saying is, to what end? Like if the end is just to make ends meet, if you have to do that to make ends meet,
It's a mindset. Somebody else in the comments said it was a mindset. I think it
then
was
that can
Answer.
be different than doing that to say, okay, I'm going to do this and take this little part-time job money and see if I can, this will help me make ends meet. And if I have some left over, I can invest it into my a business idea that I had.
What you mean everybody can't do that? Everybody can do something though. I don't feel like
I think you said
now
which
I'm
is
just saying Michael said everybody can't do that. I'm not saying everybody can do exactly what I suggested, but everybody can do something. If you're back against the wall, you gotta do something. Period.
yeah.
You gotta do something.
And a lot of people, and again, the mindset has been you have to change your mindset, because a mindset has been, I'll go get a second job to make the ends meet, not to invest in myself to get in. If you've been in a financial hole before, and I have been, it don't feel like you can take what the extra money that you hustling to get outside of your job and take that and be like, oh, now I'm about to flip this and invest in myself and make this business or whatever. I understand what you're saying, but that is not the, we got to stop assuming that everybody has that, or that is supposed to be their way, their path. That's just not going to be everybody's way
I
of getting.
mean, I totally agree with you, but I disagree because at the end of the day, correct. You have to have the right mindset. But at the end of the day, though, is how bad do you want it? Because you could sit around here and say everybody can't do that, or I can't do this, or I can't, or yeah, I'm gonna go get a second job just to make ends meet.
Oh
That's
no,
all you going. That's
I ain't talking
huh?
about I ain't talking about can or can't. I'm talking about won't, will and won't.
Well, I'm not talking to the people that will and won't, because they the ones that's gonna stay in a certain space, because they don't want to get over themselves.
Like it's like the difference between being able and willing to. I
No,
always It's like when I say, I always tell people that I know, and you know this about me, and you the same way. Whatever I can do for my friends or family, I will do. It's not never about my willingness, but ability. I have to be realistic about that. What am I able to do? That's not going. You see what I'm saying? So no, I'm saying that to say, because I agree with you, dude. I see what you're saying, Ken. You know what I'm saying? Like we come
I'm
from
I'm 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 more.
we
I
come from the
guess
generation that is like, it ain't no excuses for you not being able to
right. I
get it.
guess
But
and we can
everybody,
go back.
hold up
Look,
now.
look, 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 look. We can go back to, because we talked about being raised, but in survival mode and being raised. Like, we can go back to, you can kind of track the way that certain people minds work back to their upbringing, right?
and their history.
And I can just say, because I just quoted something from my mama, was by enemy. Now I seen my mama work 2 jobs and still, you know,
Coming up short to make
coming
ends.
up short to make ends meet. But my mama has been the pivotal person in my life to behind the reason why I work hard. You get what I'm saying? Because I know that, huh?
That's a good to show you work ethic. We've seen
Right.
work ethic in
And
our,
and
our
and
lives.
and the way that I've done it though, I've been able and I've been able to create other streams off of working hard. You get what I'm saying? I've been able to acquire properties, and I'm not sitting here trying to flex, but properties, and you know what I'm saying, leave stuff for my children, and I've been able off of hard work. I
Because
I I didn't go to college. I mean, I went to trade school, but I didn't go to college. You get what I'm saying? I didn't get a degree. You know what I mean? I got out here and I busted my tail.
most millionaires, most billionaires don't have degrees.
Right. I busted my tail to get to a certain place. And
That's not
I attribute
recuperating
that
college.
to making sure that time and location is the key. And a lot and
And a lot don't have the best of each.
I don't really I agree with you, bro, but I don't care how bad your situation is. I feel like you can bring yourself out of it, period. I do. I do. I do.
Look, this is why this is why you said you was a fan of Dame Dash.
And it ain't even. It's not even the boss entrepreneurship mindset. It's just survival. Like if you got to get out of where you are if you don't like where you are. Period.
Look, but and we understand that because we grew up where you weren't handed what you wanted and what you needed for whatever. You had to figure out. I worked I worked at Checkers and Circuit City and all these other places, and went to school and worked at third shift at
But
BMW.
what did you do with? And I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you per se. But if people got 3 jobs, what are they doing with that?
And that's what I'm saying. I didn't have that mindset of other than investing and saying, okay, let me buy some polo stock, let me buy this type of stock or whatever.
But that's a start.
That changed that you have to get people what people don't know what they don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't make an excuse for people though.
That ain't
When
what
you say the location and where they are is the reason why they where they are, I don't, bro. I grew, you know what I'm saying? It's a mindset, and you're blessed with a marketable talent, hobby, or skill, right? If you're blessed with a marketable
and
talent,
if you're
right?
not, then you got a lot of people are you're going to have what the Bible says you're going to have the poor you will have what you always. It's not talking about necessarily monetarily. It's talking about poor minded.
Poor minded,
Who have
right?
a poverty mindset, who have been taught, like I was saying earlier,
What you
that
doing?
they attach their work with somebody giving them a check, with somebody and this, and there's no poo-pooing. There ain't no, I'm not shitting on a hard day work and working to get you at
But
all.
you can't. But you can't. For those people there, you can't complain if you're laid off and you don't have another source of income because you're complaining right now that it's not enough or you're not able to make. So at this point, you should be looking for another source of income while you're because if they pull the rug off and under you right now, why are you complaining? Why you understand it's not enough for you to make ends meet? Then you at a -0 now. You get what I'm saying? Your mind should be already percolating and figuring out another way to create either if
People are relying too heavily on the 9 to 5 instead of focusing on finding what they're passionate about.
that's true. That's
I,
true.
I
That's
agree.
true.
A lot of people do that. I disagree. Some people don't have that. We have that hustle in us, yet some don't. I that's just
But
Facts.
bro, I feel like that's an excuse though.
It's not about feelings, bro. The facts is everybody ain't got no hustle. Everybody can't.
It's an excuse. If you thirsty, I'm gonna sit back and make an excuse why I can't go to the refrigerator and get some water because I gotta quench my thirst.
We that's not that's I don't think that's
It's a great analogy.
I,
If I'm hungry, I can't go. I can't figure out how to feed myself.
yeah, you gonna I mean you probably would.
She brought me some water. Yeah, man. Right. I can't figure out how to feed myself.
You will figure out some way to feed yourself.
Right.
Or you'll be like the panhandlers that we see who don't have that whatever.
So we're talking about the people with mental illness then.
Bro, all them folk ain't got now see that excuse I ain't about to give nobody. All them niggas ain't got no mental illness. People, that's been proven. People do not. All these people who panhandle.
They got some kind of mental illness if they want to reach if they want to.
It's a hustle like any other. It's a hustle like any other because they know that people are more willing to give to somebody in our country who said if they ask.
Duh, you're saying the same thing I'm saying. They created. Listen, they created a hustle to eat.
That ain't a mental illness, nigga. That's a hustle.
I got you, but we going back to what I'm saying. They created a hustle to eat. You just saying it's a hustle like everything else.
Yeah, not a mental illness. Because you said they got mental illness.
No. I said that because you said something else, but now you came back to what I was saying was they created a hustle to eat. Even if they out here panhandling and begging, that's a hustle to eat. Thank you.
Forget them poor people. They're gonna always be. They are, and you know. But here it is again. The mindset. We talk about the what you think. It will be what you say. Can be what you say. What you say will be what you do, and what you do will create your life. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people they think I lost my job. Here's the thing about it. I've always said this. And you know, sorry to our white listeners or whatever. There ain't no attack on y'all, on all of y'all. But there is a thing where I've seen where white privilege, this is the thing about it. They get put in a position that they aren't qualified for. And if they lose that position, a lot of them jump out a window.
All right, I got another.
Because their mindset is I just need to get the check, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the mindset of I can figure out how I'm gonna get back or whatever. And not just white privilege, but there are black folk and a lot of people, period, who will jump out a window because that check stopped. Or they can't figure it out or whatever. And that can have something to do on your mental. Because if that's all you've known is you get you a good job. And you hopefully that remember Enron and back in the day, and all the people lost their job, and then they 401ks was gone too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, bro, like them people would committing suicide.
I get it. I just don't want to make excuses for we going back to the original topic as far as
when we say excuses, we gotta have, because an excuse is only good for the person giving it. That's what an excuse is. It's only good for the person who's giving it. Empathy tells me, and living life tells me, an experience in hustling, an experience in working at different levels, and being an entrepreneur, and seeing my parents do entrepreneurship and run business or whatever. It tells me that this is something that a lot of people just simply they don't have that mindset, and that's okay. They started it in high school, bro. They had started in high school, college prep classes. They prep you for college. If you go this way or whatever. Then we had the vocational, like to this day, I look back and like, damn, I should have took some classes at R.D. Anderson. If I would have learned, you know what I'm saying? Not that I don't have some skills that I was able to cultivate thankfully, through the military and through other ways or whatever. But because my daddy didn't go to no vocational school, he taught me how to put up sheetrock. He taught me how to wire, whatever. Because he
But you
figured
gotta okay. All right.
he
Let
had
me
to.
let me use myself as an example. We grew up together, right?
Mm,
We grew up together, right?
see, that is helpful, yeah.
And so you can have the hustle, the degree, everything, but they will not
I,
hire you because you
tell
know.
my girls that manners can take you further than money. Because
But if
sometimes,
you have if you got the hustle, if you got the hustle and create your own business, you don't really have to ask nobody to hire you other than your client. But if you got what they want, then you don't you good.
no
But
man is an
look,
island, bro.
huh?
No man is an island.
I didn't say that. But what I'm saying, okay, let's go to this right
Go
here.
ahead. Go ahead.
We grew up together, right? I was super smart in school. Remember, super smart. I was very smart.
I always say you smarter than me, bro.
Um, but I chose a path that I didn't go to college. I ended up doing some things, and I ended up going to jail. I took another path, even though I was smart. Even though I was smart, I took another path. I could have used my brain and went to college and done, but I took another path. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I ended up going to a trade school. I learned how to do paint and body. I learned like, and with that, even though yes, I was a smart individual, I learned how to create businesses off of everyone is the creating their own business.
Off of what? Go ahead. Don't lose your train of thought. What you saying? Your
Um,
necessity.
out of necessity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of understanding that we need to eat today. The
Mm-hmm.
lights need to be on today.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I need to go out here today and create something. And that was my whole mindset when I said I had started, my business with a bucket and I gotta go out here today and bring something home by the end of the day so that we can eat and keep the lights on. And I've
Okay.
done that repeatedly.
Absolutely.
20,
And
22, 23 years later, what I'm saying? I've had, you
success.
know,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, yes, I myself could have took a different path. When people say it's mindset and this and that, I could have took a different path. I might have could have been a doctor or a lawyer. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I did what I needed to do and I had to do so that the people that I love could be taken care of, which mentally, mindset, other people doing the same thing that went different paths, but the path I chose ended up being a viable path. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when we talk about mindset, I feel as if you can do what you need to do if your back is against the wall, period. And I don't feel as if unless, and we're going back to this, unless you're um Amber, that's a good question. I ain't got there
He
yet.
ain't the one that asked that to. It isn't
I
the,
ain't,
he gonna
I
work
ain't
to
got there yet, Amber. I'm gonna be honest with
the
you.
skin come off his balls.
I ain't got there yet, Amber. But
Everyone isn't creating. Okay, that's what he meant. Business isn't everyone isn't creating their own business. Yeah.
and I'm not even saying smooth. Here's the thing: we already talked about it. I'm not saying everybody is an entrepreneur. I'm not saying everybody needs to have a business. I just feel like everybody needs to have another stream of income aside, whatever it is, that to create another stream of income is what I'm saying.
And,
So
and I think the only rub is because, bro, your story there are millions there there are like-minded people like you. There are very similar stories in you, as you, right?
yeah,
You know, I I I had what I fell back on when my life hit that proverbial wall, so to speak, and got cut at the practice and whatever because you can't pass the drug test and failed that, and then got arrested for certain things or whatever, and said, you know what, in order for me to stay in school, because that's the mentality I was having. I got to make sure I stay in college or whatever. I'm about to file that up. Let me go on to the recruiter I know. Let me go hit up her now. You know what I'm saying? Let me instead of saying, okay, let me go get let me holler at my, who I knew and do something that way or whatever. Let me go military wise. Everybody has I think a lot of people have that watershed moment where they're like, okay, I got to figure out what I'm gonna do. You see what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to do with life now? I don't really want to do what everybody's saying they want me to do, or I can't do it this way. And all I'm saying is empathy tells us, because we know there's plenty of people that went the path you went and failed, still struggling to this day. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. You're
So
right.
what I'm saying is it don't matter about it. It's not
It's not a one size fits all, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. It is not that.
And what I'm
It's
saying
not that.
is there's some people who they have that there are people who are the best at what they work at doing, and they don't see mentality wise, because we talk about mindset, and it's very important. Mindset is very important. It's vital of how you think about who you are and what you're capable of and what life is to you, because that's going to help you make certain decisions. And our life is a sum total of our decisions.
Correct.
Outside of God's grace and mercy and favor and things and outside of what we can control, it is our decisions that put us in whatever places that we are, in spaces that we are. And our mentality can either help us to thrive in those spaces or survive. And being the age I am now and seeing how there are people who I know who have tried to figure out how to write their own book or do this or whatever, or do that, or start an online business or do certain things or whatever. And they find hurdles in doing that.
And they give up.
I'm not saying would I say, oh man, you come on, man. Don't give up. Of course, I would encourage somebody, however, there's certain people that look, who am I? It's like me encouraging somebody who wants to be a realtor. They do all this fighting and get their realtor license, and they don't sell one damn house because they're just not good at it. But they thought
I mean,
that was the hustle that they needed to do. They thought, whatever, I need to find I got to get another stream of income. So instead of really being honest with themselves and trying to figure out, okay, well, what is it that I can do? They look at all the other. Well, Jabari, why he started a whole detail shop. Maybe I could do that. I don't mind washing the car. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, bro, I've got my real estate license.
All
I've,
love, Smoot, man. We're gonna have to have you on, my dog.
I've got my real estate license. I've got my we talk about this on Monday talk with my with the investment. I got my investment license. I got my insurance license. I looked at all of that while I was on my path to
Saving for it because it wasn't free.
While I was on my path, and we're gonna speak on that, because when you said a lot of people hit hurdles, you got to understand I'm a convicted felon, right?
Oh yeah.
So the hurdles that I had to go through to be able to get my real estate license, right? It wasn't as easy as everybody else. You pass the test and then you go. I mean, you finish school, then you go take your test. When you pass your test, then you go get with a brokerage, right? Mine was, you go to school, you pass the test. Now you gotta wait because you gotta do well, hell, the same thing I just asked you. You gotta do
That
character witnesses. You gotta get all of this. You gotta go stand in front of a board. And a lot of people will not do what it takes to get to the next level because they sitting here right here at this little hurdle right here. And a lot of times the reason why I've obtained the things that I've obtained is because I've jumped over the hurdles.
But nigga, you broke the law. It forced your hand. Listen to when I say this.
But people will quit there though. That's what
Listen
I'm.
to what
It's easier for a person that didn't break the law if they got a small hurdle. I had a huge hurdle, but I
There's no
jumped it.
issue if you not. There's not the same type of Jabbar, brother to brother.
Mhm.
You know what this is.
Mhm.
You know that there guys out here that it ain't no there ain't no rock bottom. They never hit no real rock bottom. They never hit no wall for real where nigga I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet. I'm going to be a bum out here for real. I got to figure it out. There's not, and because of the decision I mean, and there's these things that are cut off to me now. So I got to figure it out. I've seen more successful convicted felons than I've seen people who never stole a piece of
So
gun.
then you can't make an excuse for people. Then is what I'm
I'm not
saying.
making excuses for them. What I'm saying is the mindset. If you never experienced no hurt, if you never experienced any type of, it's like me putting my kids where they don't have to worry about any type of disappointment. They don't have to worry about any type of they don't build any wherewithal. They don't build any. How am I got to figure this out. I got to get to this whatever, because if they just turn around, they just say, "Oh, Daddy, this problem is here, whatever." And I may think that that's make me feel good, but it's not doing anything for them. So I got to make sure that I'm not going to just, like willy-nilly create some type of, hurdle and obstacle, put obstacles in front of their way, you know what I'm saying, to make their life tougher. But I will because they will hit certain tests and trials in their life. I'm going to see how they react to that. I'm going to have to let them see. It's almost like you got to push them a little bit to see. It's the resistance thing we talk about, like with working out. You need a little. That's what's make you stronger. The resistance. Too much of it can kill you.
Put Emmy Smith coming up there.
Let me see what. Everybody's not entrepreneurial minded. It's a specific type of personality that moves toward and thrives in entrepreneurship. And I agree. And a lot of it is bred out of. My daddy never finished. He didn't finish school. So just like that, there's that. That I've known people who, we know how many successful people and stories have we heard about people. I ain't even finished college. I ain't even finished high school. I ain't even, because there are certain things that go with those type of things that
there's a type of tenacity that comes with having to do it, with
a certain
necessity.
adversity, whether it's self-inflicted or whether it was our
But
life.
what I'm saying is, I guess everybody is not understanding. I'm not. I am an entrepreneur, and I'm not saying everybody is
Yes,
destined to be an
oh,
entrepreneur.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you are struggling to eat, you have to figure out how to eat.
And that's what I'm saying,
Period.
bro. In America, with all that's going on, with gas prices as high as they are, there are people who still they don't feel that. They don't feel that. You know what I'm saying? Because most people aren't high school dropouts or whatever. You weren't that. You could have went to damn Brown or Yale or whatever. We know this. You know what I'm saying? I went to a whatever type of school had I applied myself more or whatever. We decided the path chosen was, first of all, it was already, purpose for the most, you know what I'm saying? But to have this conversation is one that is like, look, it is not by happenstance that a lot of people who have dealt with certain struggles or whatever like I said, whether self-inflicted or just from life or just from outside, whatever things that happen where they were brought up or what happened in their life through like you said, through survival or through necessity, and I got to go get this. Did you have kids at the time when
When
you
I
went
started my
to
when I started my business,
get
yes,
started?
yes.
Most people, bro, the conditions for you were I'm not going to, because you were smart enough, you already had the work ethic. So for you, yes, your life can breed a successful business owner who goes and
Hey,
gets his
put
insurance
that
and go
put
get
that
some
la-
say
put
like
that last
um,
put her last one up. But this is actually what I'm talking about.
they don't that's all I'm saying.
They lack the critical thinking skills and motivation, right? Is that
There's no
is that
structure.
is that an excuse though?
No, it's a reality. So we can't expect. I can't put. Well, you said you get blood out of turnip. I mean, I can't expect what I can't expect something from someone that doesn't have. I mean, it's just that's like me saying I could push as much as I want to. It's what. Let me
So
let me.
you trying to tell me, y'all trying to tell me, if somebody's stomach is hurting and they talking to them, right? That
There's
they
some
would rather
people starve to
that
death.
they would rather sit here and starve
That is
than
like,
go figure out how to eat.
there,
Y'all is that this is what y'all telling me.
bro, come on, bro. What you
This is what y'all telling me. They'd rather sit here and starve than go
or they
figure
go
out how to
ask
eat.
for it, or they would go at that's the hitting rock bottom when they say, "Excuse me, sir. God bless you, brother. Me and my you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get something to eat." That's rock bottom for some people, and even then, they may have their own crib or whatever. So you don't know if that's a hustle, but there are some who really are
Bruh,
at.
I mean I know there are people that, but what I'm saying is I know people that will do that, but is that not an excuse? Is that not an excuse? You're giving them an excuse to be
I ain't giving them nothing.
the way that y'all put it out there is y'all giving them a pass basically.
I ain't giving nobody no pass. I'm saying these are
If they
facts.
lack, they you
These are
we I gotta understand that some people lack
these are
motivation and
facts.
some people lack,
Right?
like that's an excuse to me. Period.
If you never, it's not an excuse if they were never, like I said, it would be my fault if my girls think that everything is supposed to be given to them. If they have no work ethic, if they don't understand disappointment, and you can't have this today because you didn't work for it, you're not getting that piece of candy, you're not getting that donut because you didn't do the work that I told you need to do. You're not going to sit here and you're not going to try to figure out what can I do to earn.
I'm gonna get real personal. Put Emmy the last one she said. I'm gonna get real personal. I'm on my way to therapist now.
I'm on my
So
therapist
no,
soapbox.
no, do the other one. Do the first suicide. I've been there. If we're gonna be honest,
I've been there too. We can have that.
I've been there. But at the end of the day, I said, you know what? What's the purpose of taking my life? Like it's not
Oh Lord, bro.
the people that love me ain't gonna do nothing but grieve my loss, and they not benefiting. They not
Emmy,
benefiting from that.
Emmy, can you share some light? I don't want you to have to do anything free. But if you a therapist, can you help my brother understand? Everybody
I
gets
just
to that point and can
it's a lack of experience. Okay, I got you, but I
there
still don't
are,
get it.
there are so low points that you can go. And there's a real spiritual thing about this type of thing too.
I feel like I've been the lowest that anybody ever been in their whole entire life.
Well, that's some narcissistic shit.
What you mean?
You
Can I
think
not feel like I've been the
you think
lowest that
nobody
anybody
has
ever?
ever you think nobody has ever been low or felt as low as
I'm
you?
not saying that they haven't been low, but in my life, I've been the lowest that I've ever been in life, and still pick myself up though.
Me too. Thankfully.
Okay,
Thankfully, thank God,
Okay.
and thank God, and but at the same time, and you know why I'm so thankful about that? Because I know guys who did go ahead and put themselves in
I
the
am see,
because
Emmy, I
they
get
just
it. And
like
and I'm
weak people.
I get it, Emmy, and I'm speaking from my experience. Yes. So what I'm saying is,
Instead of
if I can do it, if I can do it, it's able to be done. Period. Is what I'm saying.
but not by everybody.
That's an excuse.
Can, so what's my excuse for not being in the NBA?
You can't play like they play.
No, I got kicked off the team because I was smoking weed. So that second practice, when my name wasn't on the board, and I had to go see the coach at USCS, this was back then, and I didn't make it to the cut, the final cut, because I couldn't go to the final practice. That had nothing. That wasn't an excuse. That the fact was I didn't apply myself. I put something above that.
You're making my point. You didn't apply yourself to reach the ultimate goal. You know you did not apply yourself to
That's
reach the
not.
ultimate
And
goal.
I don't sit here and be like, oh man, had I been to such and such. That ain't no
You
excuse.
didn't
That's what I did.
you did not apply yourself to reach the ultimate goal. A lot of people will not apply themselves to get what they need to get out of life. Period. I'm not the benchmark. I didn't say I was the benchmark. Is that what's
No, because you're saying if anybody else can't pull themselves up or whatever out of certain things, then they just have excuses. That's what you're saying. That's how you coming. I'm telling you, bro. That's how you coming off as saying. You saying that's an excuse.
it is? Nah, y'all fight me for it. Cause I'm like, I don't I don't see, I just can't see, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't think there's things that you can't do just because you can't do it?
Yeah, there are things you can't do just because you can't do it.
No, nigga,
But
that's excuses.
no, there are things you can't do because you can't do it. But if I'm hungry, I'm gonna go figure out how to feed
Well, then
myself.
we're talking about that specific thing. We're not talking about in
I'm using hunger as the
being
lack of income, as the lack of motivation, as the lack of whatever it is. I'm using hunger as what's the word, Emmy? I'm looking for. I'm using hunger as a dang. What's the word I'm looking for?
what, a catalyst.
No, I'm
Driving
just using hunger to be like, okay, I'm hungry. It's not necessary. I'm not necessarily. I'm saying yes, I can feed myself, but I'm also using hunger as being tenacious about getting whatever you need to get out of life. Period is what I'm using it
a
as
motivating factor.
motivating factor.
No, bro. Like I said, I'm not disagreeing with the hard work ethic and the fact of because we both done that. There have been hurdles. You've done it to a different degree. I've done it to a different degree. But what I'm saying is that empathy, because I've lived this life, and I know if we both talk about the fact that taking yourself away from this earth and from this life has ever crossed your mind as a man, you know that is when you look back at it, you can't sometimes you can't even understand, or you feel shame that you even got that low, that you felt like, you know what, I will off myself and remove myself from my family and make everybody cry and suffer or whatever because I'm that selfish and thinking I can't listen to what I'm saying and listen to what instead of, because that to me that would be an excuse. Oh, life is so hard and I'm going to take, although I've been there, although you said you've been there, it ain't no, but you're not, but you, whatever it was that your life experiences and what has been driving forces in your life, because I'm sure those thoughts, I don't know if those thoughts came to you after success, after experiencing some success, or before. But I know at some point, whatever the point was, because I've experienced, I had some real success and still experienced that. It wasn't,
I have to.
I
I
wasn't,
have to.
I had money in the bank.
I have to.
I had money.
I was out today. I was out today went to the store and dude came up to me and asked me for some money, right?
Get your
Um
get your knowledge.
asked me for some money, right?
Get your excuses ass, bro. Get on there. That's what you
Uh
talking about.
nah,
Yeah, we Gen X actually. But yes, Gen Millennials, yes. We have different experiences than boomers and Gen Zers. My parents ain't here trying to start no business. Meanwhile, my kids taking TikTok to make
they making
playing video games to make money. Absolutely. I mean, it's different. Like I was telling him, our generation, Gen X, millennials, we had the whole go to college. All the black women our ages, most of them, I would say it got to be 80-something% have degrees. And most of them in a high level degree. Now, most of us went, got a little, got the regular degular BA and Zennials. There you go. Yeah, Zennials. We Zennials because 1980 is where Gen X stopped. But I agree. My bad, bro. But go ahead. What you say?
I
So
don't no. Okay. Everybody in the thread, I don't want to sound like I'm conceited or I don't want to sound like
No, you sound cold.
as Johnny called me a narcissist. I don't want to
I
sound
said you sound
I don't
like
want to sound like that. But all I'm saying is that
because I know you ain't because we ain't that ain't how we are.
all I'm saying is that if you need we got this is how we got to this conversation. We were saying that there were a lot of layoffs happening and that
Yeah.
a lot of people were complaining about not making ends meet, right? And I said that I feel like everybody should have a side hustle. They should have, and I guess I might have when I said that y'all went straight to everybody can't be an entrepreneur, everybody can't be, and I wasn't technically when I say side hustle, I was kind of referring to like multiple streams of income, which I know everybody can't or can't be an entrepreneur. I know that's the entrepreneur path is not for everybody, right?
Ooh,
Investing is not for everybody. But what I said is, but I what I said what I meant was when I said about being hungry, I'm like, if there is a shortage somewhere, I feel like you have to have the wherewithal to make that shortage up some kind of way. Period. That's all I'm saying. And I understand that there are people that feel like they can't. But at the end of the day, if you got the point A,
she said you
you
talk.
don't think you can get the you don't think you can get the point B? You think you just think that you stuck at point. If you got the point A, you should be able to get the point B.
Yeah.
Then you get the point B, you should be able to get the if you got the point A. I get what y'all are saying that there are some people that can't even get the point A because of the mindset, mentality, whatever. But if you have the wherewithal to get to point A, you can get to point B,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying some people won't. They won't go.
I
They.
know we got off in the weeds and y'all calling me a narcissist and y'all saying I'm
Oh yeah.
crazy. I'm conceited, yeah, because you made it. I ain't even said I made it though. I'm just a hard worker. I
I
mean, I ain't trying to say, y'all are putting them labels on. I'm not saying that.
you was sounding very anecdotal, which is your experience is what somebody else should be able to do.
But how else am I supposed to view life if I don't view it from how I lived it or what I see through my eyes?
You can view
I
life,
can't I can't I can't view it through somebody else's eyes because I don't live their life.
bro. How you ain't gotta what they say. You gotta consider how other like would consider what they say, walk in somebody else's shoes or whatever. I ain't saying you got. I ain't saying you don't consider how you have what your life could do is inspire the way that.
But don't they have motivational speakers that
Let me finish.
that
Let me
go
finish.
ahead.
Can I finish?
Sir, go ahead, sir.
because you have a very inspiring and admirable story. You know, you read my write up about you.
And I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
I meant every word, and that's real. But that's you, bro. I can't say that if somebody else had me to write a write up, that's gonna be like 3 or 4 sentences, because that ain't what that is, and that's just what this. That's what life is. It's not a cookie cutter thing. You're gonna
It's
have
not.
you're gonna have some people that you will inspire because they'll see what you have done, and they are kind of in your whatever they see similarity or they feel familiarity with it, and they're like, oh, whatever. That can also breed contention or hate too. And
And that's
people,
how I felt like y'all was looking at me.
you think
Just
he whatever. You think he's
I,
such and such.
I felt like that's how y'all was looking at me.
No, no,
Just
no, no, no. Oh, I'm trying to
I-
clear it up. I'm trying to clear it up for the listeners that you not
hey,
know.
look. I'm very empathetic to people's. But what I'm saying is that
You draw a hard line. You don't like excuses, and and most business owners, as we are, we don't.
because
Especially if
my
you
mama didn't.
excuses. You don't like somebody saying, "Oh man, I don't know if I can such and such," or "I can't really do this." Whatever, nigga. I have walked places to get somewhere where I need to be.
Right,
Now,
right.
one thing you did say that I know we have to do better at is no man is an island. So one thing we do have to understand, and one thing I couldn't understand
No,
is
you misquote. You
is,
misheard quoted me on that one.
is to know how to help, is know who to get help from, or how to.
You misquoted me on that one though, bro. I wasn't saying that you gonna be able to get through this life alone. Um,
Yeah, because it's real. It was real. Like what we've been through was real stuff. And if we can get in that, and if I look at somebody, quote unquote, what they call snowflakes, you know what I'm saying? People who like that's why I said, well, that's why I use my own children. I don't want them, I have to get them to a point because life is going to life. And life in general is not saying, God ain't never say you ain't gonna have no, he said, speak to the mountain. There gonna be plenty of mountains.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? There are going to be plenty of valleys and ebbs and flows. And if like you mentioned, but if we're not preparing your children, which you may make a point to do, just like me, that hey, everything ain't gonna go your way. When
It's
my
not.
when my oldest started talking about basketball and competing, I don't want to hear no if they win, it ain't fair. I will worry about the rules or if the ref, was just not calling fouls. I worry about that. But as far as if they beat your behind, then they beat you fair and square. Be better. You can go and work in the gym or play against people that you know are better than you. You can't have a mentality like
So what you telling me? So what y'all are telling me is that if you come across somebody that doesn't have,
see
thank you, Amber, I
the
appreciate
love
that.
you get. Niggas don't
That
care.
that that doesn't have to get up and go or the wherewithal to go get a job,
So when now?
right? If you come across somebody that doesn't have to get up and go or the wherewithal to go get a job, right? You know there are basic needs in life
Mhm.
that you need to have money for. Basic needs,
Yeah.
right?
Oh nigga, I've known some. I've known some. It's very
Are
frustrating.
you gonna say how what is your what will be your what will be your what's the word I'm looking for?
Response to 'em
Yes, what would be your response to them?
that they're capable, they're able, but they're just not willing. They don't want to go get another job or get a job. Period. Or
Yes, yes, that they sit around. They don't want to go get a job. They sit around. They're gonna live off people, and that's just what they gonna. That's just what they want to do.
I was
Like the people that y'all was saying that just don't want to go do stuff in life.
I wasn't saying people who gonna get no. They make those type of people make excuses. I'm talking about the people who don't do who you talking about. don't do the extra step, or if they feel like they're in survival mode, they don't look at like an extra source of income or whatever. Some of them there's some legit, there might be some legit whatever hurdles or whatever, but not to say that they can't go get over them, because we've got over hurdles in life. I get it, but that's still anecdotal. That's still how we
So
would.
if I was speaking to somebody that just needed a little push, like you said, with the people that can't, that needed a little nudge, right?
Mhm.
Or if you were speaking to
I would
someone that
ask,
needed a little nudge.
making statements. I'm gonna say what's holding you back? Why are you not? Because see, making statements is not going to help somebody in that type of way. I'm asking, what's up? Why do you feel like? And then because then you'll hear if it's excuses
So
or
do
no.
y'all feel like I would beat that person up? Is what you're trying to say, right?
What, nigga?
Is that what y'all trying to say?
Hey,
I'm not saying like physically
that
beat
used to
them
be
up, but
one of my
like
favorite songs when I would go to work. You
I'm
got
not saying like physically beat them up, but do y'all think that I would bash them? Y'all really think that I bash them people that just need a little extra help?
no, I don't think that. That's why
Nah, we're getting up,
that's
and
why I
I'm
said
taking
you
them
were
to the temple.
sounding. That's why I said you were. I think you were sounding a certain way. I know that you have given people opportunities to work on for your business. Right?
For yeah, for a few of them I got. Yeah,
Yeah.
I put people. Yeah,
You giving them opportunity that they might not have, you know what I'm saying? The same, no, but somebody else might not have given them opportunity. The same way with me. Like because I was given opportunities because I went looking for it. Now, as a man to man, it is hard for me to, it would be hard for me to see a grown man, especially if he got kids. Woo! And you not trying to figure it out. That would be a problem for me. But if they are somebody that I know and that I know, I'm trying to ask questions to figure out, is there a mental hurdle? Is there some type of whatever? I'm not as hardened to a man's plight, or not plight, but the things that a man can go through as much as I once was, because I realized like a lot of people can, you know,
I do not. We
man,
ain't hollering at everybody.
you can be like, oh man, whatever, nigga. You need to just, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
I gotta find a better delivery. Lord have mercy, boy. Y'all hard on me. Hold on. Encourage them to another stream of income.
Yeah, you just like, I mean, look, we at men. We like men. We gonna holler at each other. Just like me and Jabari go back and forth about this.
Amber said it's my delivery. Amber, I
That
get
it
it.
was, bro. That's why
I
I was
get it. I
you
get it. But I'm very passionate. I'm passionate about hustling. I'm passionate about you
remember,
got to get up and go do something, huh?
let me give you an example. Remember when we talked about like when you in a relationship romantically or whatever,
I ain't
and
really passionate about that. We
no,
I ain't
can I
passionate
get it
about the
out?
relationships
Can I get it
stuff.
out? Can I
Go
say,
ahead, bro. Go ahead.
when we talked about that, we talked about how a woman can say something to you and it sound a certain way, and then she'd be like, "Well, I was just concerned." It'd be like, "Well, you sure don't sound concerned." You know what I'm saying? Like you don't that don't sound like concern. Like you ain't, it don't sound like you did that or started this whatever because you was actually concerned. Like you would come at a certain way. That's what I'm saying. You don't sound, I know you're not a narcissist. Like that ain't how you get down. I don't know. I said when I was pausing and said that, I said, "Bruh, you sound, hey, you gonna have them people folk thinking that's what it is. If I did it, all y'all need to do it. What's stopping this?
Hey, look, I'm so disappointed.
What's stopping this?
Emmy, we grew up together, man. You know me since dang, me and your daddy and my daddy, we probably were about 3 or 4 or 5, somewhere in there. Now don't play your boy like that. You know my heart.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we was talking about.
People
Mindset.
get stuck because they don't know
You
how
kinda,
to.
oh
Hey,
my,
leave that up. I couldn't put it back.
you kind of was brushing past that when we kept talking about mindset. Like your mindset is what drove you, regardless of legal status or whatever, or criminal record or whatever record. Nigga,
I've been stuck in life before too, though, bro. I've been
but for
stuck
me, was
mentally.
it the same as some people who can't get up out of there?
I've been stuck mentally.
Did
I
anybody and what brought what got you up out of being stuck?
heck,
Ecstasy, cocaine.
no, and
Alcohol.
I'm not necessarily. I'm not necessarily. See, I feel like we can tell. Can tell what?
That you passionate, nigga. That's what
Oh,
we can tell.
look. I'm not saying. Dang, y'all be making me miss because y'all just coming at me today. Um, I'm not saying that I'm all the way out of it. Like I have situations, I have things just like what I was telling you I was doing, the other day, the
Yeah,
stuff I got
yeah,
open in the project. I got 2-3 year projects that I just let sit and open for 2-3 years. You
yeah.
get what I'm saying? And I finally just woke up one day and was like, you know what? This stuff is not gonna get done itself. I gotta go do it to get it done.
Bro, you
It's
like me. You like me. I'm there is nobody can be harder on me than I am on myself, bro. Nobody. I had to tell the girl, I had to tell my daughters, and I told them before, because we were joking around and doing something, and my oldest said, "Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb for doing that or whatever." I said, "Don't you ever say that." I stopped
right,
the car, pulled the car over.
right.
I don't
You
care.
supposed to.
I have enough people in life trying to call you whatever, but you will not sit there and talk negative about yourself. Period. If you think it, you need to get that. Try to not think about it, but you definitely don't say that shit. You don't call
Mhm.
yourself stupid. You don't call yourself. And I had to get out of that because I've been hard on myself before. I that is something that I absolutely.
I'm and that and here,
Uh,
yeah,
we
y'all can go ahead and beat me up now. I'm hard on myself. I stay hard on myself.
bro, than anybody else has ever been.
Mhm.
And I've just had to get to the point where I'm better at that. You know what I'm saying? And having
So
children help that. Having children absolutely help because I'm teaching them or telling them and what they say. I'm preaching to you. I'm preaching to myself like I preach to you or whatever. What they say. You know what I'm saying? So it's
preaching
like,
to the choir, preaching
yeah,
to the choir, something like that. Yeah.
yeah. I preach to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna do that. So
I'm very hard on myself, bro. And I feel like,
a lot of people not built like that though, bro. You know,
but here's the thing. Here's the thing though. When you say that you're hard on yourself, you have some people that say, well, you're not supposed to be hard on yourself. But then I'm like, okay, if I'm not supposed to be hard on myself, how am I gonna push myself to get to another level then?
I
You get
think
what I'm saying?
I
So
think
it's
yeah, you got to have a balance. It's like how somebody made a reference to a football coach. The way that you knew a coach was thought you was good is if he was on your ass. That's how
right.
you always knew playing sports. In organized sport, if the coach ain't bothered about you and ain't saying nothing or whatever, it ain't because he think you doing everything right. He just don't think you got it in you for real anyway. But if he see you messing up or getting this or whatever, they see something in you, they see the potential. They're like, hey man, they on you. And I used to like being coached hard. You know what I'm saying? Pause. I used to like being
Yeah.
pushed in a way or whatever. And I think that's why, the military did help in that way. The old military, old school, the old military. I don't know about what's going on now, you know what I'm saying? But back when they could whip your ass, you know what I'm saying? When I went in, they could still put hands on you. So there was a lot of motivating factors that helped me to get confidence in yourself because once you get confidence, and women too, once you get some confidence in yourself and you able to get like benchmarks, and I know Amber made a point say you're not your benchmark, but benchmarks are important. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I can remember, I can, because it gives me something, a reference point. Man, I made it past that. I was able to overcome this or that, or you know what I'm saying? But it's still anecdotal, bro, when we talk about what we've been through, especially coming from the generation like Emmy said in the chat. Our generation was different, bro. Like my parents did not coddle me. You didn't get coddled. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't no Oh, well, let me see your homework or whatever. That homework better be done.
Right.
I'm saying, like, let me see your report card. No, I got a call. It's been how long? I ain't even seen you. What your grades looking like? It wasn't no calling or whatever. We figured this thing out a lot of times, and that made us different. And it made us, when we face certain obstacles as we got adults, to
But
have that same mentality. I'm gonna figure this out, and prayerfully and thankfully, God had people who were able to help us, he showed us favor through relationships and things like that, and meet people who were just there. Because I'm sure we've all seen it. Even in bad decisions, we seen God's hand like grace and favor. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
so
put Amber comment that last comment
I'm
up there.
about to, yeah. So what that? So now
So
we have to go back to the finish line question.
I'm
Are
gonna be real honest with you, Amber.
are we on our way to relax?
I
No.
keep I keep pushing the finish line. So my thing is
There's no feeling no success, Amber.
I
We got to
but
go.
my thing is, Amber, though, I do need help with that. Like I keep pushing the finish line. Once I reach one goal, I push it to another one. Like I don't know how to right, correct. There's no finish line.
And there's no ceiling
Period.
success, man.
Yeah. I don't know what stopping is. I don't know what relax. I mean, I know what relax is when I'm on the beach. You know what I'm saying? I take a day or two off. But as far as like retiring or quitting or whatever, I don't even see that in my future. Like
You
for
go,
real.
you get concerts in, and you get
Yeah, I mean, I do my thing. You know, I and again, I think me and Leitra talked about this. Was I think I had made a comment, made a post or something. Um, and I said I do. Now, don't get me wrong. I do take the time to thank God for every accomplishment that he has graced me with. So when I do reach an accomplishment, I do take the time to big up the man above for allowing me to get there. You get what I'm saying? But that's enough for me. I don't I and again, we going back to I'm only speaking for myself. That's all I'm doing. And I guess me speaking for myself may seem what you call it antidotal. What's the word?
it is anecdotal. I mean, it's your experience. But like I said, what you say it's in even though it's anecdotal, it's important because it's inspiration. It's not like it's some it's an important information to hear, like story to hear. You
Right.
see
But
what I'm
when
saying?
I'm speaking for myself, it's not that I don't have compassion for other people though. I guess that's what kind of took me out. I mean, and I'm not
It came off as F them niggas. Like if you don't figure it out, like, if you can't figure it out, F you nigga die. That's how it came
good
off.
thing. Yeah, you right. You right. I mean, I get that. I get that
That's how
part.
it came off, bro. It absolutely came off as like, oh what nigga, what you can't start it. Oh, you can't start
Man,
it.
I get that,
Well, if
but
it's
I guess I was speaking from just me, like fit from my
we
viewpoint, my mindset.
know that's what we
But
talk.
that's why you call me narcissistic, right?
Oh, I said you sounding narcissistic, nigga.
You know I'm messing with you, man. You know I'm messing with you,
That
man.
hurt your feelings, dog. I'm sorry, man.
Now all y'all hurt my feelings
I'm
today.
sorry, man. I just said
We
you was. I was trying to say I'm looking out for my brothers. I was like, hey man, you sounding
all
real
y'all
narcissistic right now.
all y'all hurt my feelings today. All I'm trying to say is, man, listen. I view vacations, time
Yeah,
to relax, reflect, good.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Hey man,
Nah, I do take some time off.
yeah, but hey, sometimes you can't look. Hey man, you relax too long, man. You can you feel like you get behind. You know what I'm saying?
Actually Amber, we get ready to go away for a weekend away in a minute.
Competition, man. Competition with self. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you got if it's you just trying to do, you know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. Hey,
And
bro.
that's another. I know we got to get ready to wrap it up, but that's another thing. You gotta look at. A lot of people look at their life when they are just say they married and they got a husband or they got a wife, right? Y'all got help versus somebody else as such as myself. And I don't want to sound like a single mother, but
You hear
and John and
dope.
Johnny, you know what I'm saying? But I'm doing it all myself.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you can't basically look at, oh well, yeah, you can take off this day or you can do this or you could do that when you don't understand that I'm the source and the resource of everything that I have and want to have. Everything. You get what I'm saying?
Oh
And
yeah.
so I do have to make sure that it is. It is what it is. Experience and perspective. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, man, I'll tell you this, man. You one of the hardest working men I know. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't, you know what though?
We have a lot of in common. That's why we bros, but because we don't hang around a lot of dudes that just make excuses for real to take your word. We don't. What? Not because I understand what you're saying, but
uh
in that context, I was trying to help you understand. Like it's a lot more anecdotal than you saying
bro,
than
I
in general.
I get it. I
Yeah,
get it. And I guess when I said that I was looking at it through my vantage point was me saying I understand what everybody else is saying as well.
nigga, how you ain't gonna eat? You gonna sit there with your refrigerator
I
empty?
understand what it now
You
now
gonna
now that
starve
I now
yourself?
that I
And
now
I
that
sit
I
there
have
telling you like, yes, there are
now that
things
I
you
have
can starve.
analyzed it, I was technically looking at it through my vantage point,
Of course, that's the only
my life, my lifeline, my timeline,
that's the
all of
vantage
that.
we have. Yeah,
But I look at it as I've been very low in my life.
go Cavs. Yeah,
I've been very low in my life and was able to, with the grace of God, I was able to pull myself up. And I'm not saying myself as in me being on an island, but I was able to get somewhere.
yeah, man. You know what? Y'all go ahead then, man. Y'all just go ahead, man. Y'all go ahead. Y'all look out for Jabari, man. He the only one. You know what I'm saying? Whoa!
She feels sorry for me because y'all attacked me today,
Oh, we
bro.
ain't attacked
Y'all
you,
just went
bro.
straight in on me, man.
Nobody attacked
I'm
you.
sorry. Hey, look, I love all my viewers. We man,
Negro, please.
actually, the people that's been commenting today has been family. They ain't even been like
Yeah,
these people.
yeah.
These people we've been rocking with since bro. How are we? 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
oh,
7.
thank you. Oh, what? That's my
Amber, Emmy, Leitra. We done known them since dang
too.
yeah.
Damn, M said nah. All right. Well, I will say this.
What you say nah for, Emmy? What she say nah to?
Cause
Talking about you can't come?
hang out. Y'all, I don't know. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it the Grays? See, I knew I
No, I
knew
don't think she was saying nah to that,
dye
bro.
my
You
hair.
know that.
I knew I need to dye my beard, bro. Oh, so
Salvation, no, yeah. I'm telling you what, we was 5, 6 years old, 7 years old, bro.
I went there then. I went there till shoot. Did I tell you I had to do community service at Salvation Army? Me and Mark Fernandez. We were bad, man. Okay.
uh,
But that was
but
saying, it wasn't for the grace of God, man.
but you know I had to get my sled background for that stuff I
Oh,
asked
they
you for.
send you up. Right. Nah, don't nobody beating them up.
They did beat you up at Salvation Army. Oh,
No, she talking about you
y'all
talking
did beat me up, man. Don't do
about
that. Don't do that.
beating you up, bro.
Y'all did beat me up.
Next argument, real quick, bro.
What happened?
Man on Fire. I,
Man, listen.
I finished
That
it today.
it still wasn't good to you?
Bro, what is that? So I think I understand it now. I understand it now. They're going to make like he's going to just be a man on fire about certain things, like I guess as this series goes on. See, what was messed up is my expectations were this was like the move, it was gonna be like a remake of the
It,
movie.
oh, you thought it was gonna be relatable to the original.
Yeah, and
Oh no, it wasn't nothing like
just in
that.
a series form. And I'm thinking like, oh,
Nah,
this
it
is
was
dope. It's
nah,
gonna be like
nah.
the movie, but and it had elements of it, and that's what threw me off. That it was that, and then it just like did a 180 into something else, and I was like, nigga, he going to the jail? Like, like, what's going on?
Man,
So,
that series was
like, so
good, bro.
girl,
That series was good, bro.
you trying
That
to,
series was good, bro.
I don't, you know,
That series was good, bro.
yeah, I mean, listen, man, I like seeing black leads, man. You know what I'm saying? I like the dude Shaquille, whatever his name is, the my man who played Candyman. He's been a lot. He's been a lot recently.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's way better in Wonder Man. You seen Wonder Man on Disney? Ooh,
You
Marvel.
seen you seen Supercell?
Supercell.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
very
like
good.
that.
I
Now
like
we can agree on that one. I like that one.
Supercell. I like.
Supercell's good.
He was
Yeah.
always he's always he's Candyman for real. Even
If
though
y'all,
I like the original version better, but
if y'all ain't seen Supercell, Supercell's good. Y'all need to go
Supercell
see
is
that.
good. Did you finish watching Bandy? Or you can't get into it for real. You still can't.
Yeah, I can't get into it. I can't get into it.
Pretty
I'm gonna
good.
try. I'm
It's
gonna
pretty.
try because I need another series to watch. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
It's pretty. It's pretty good. But yeah, man. Watch Marvel Man, and he's in that. Creasy, the guy who plays Man on Fire. He's in that. He's excellent. It's an excellent show though.
Okay.
Excellent. Especially if you a Marvel fan. I don't think you ain't really into Marvel movies like that. It's like, all right,
Not really. I
you
mean,
more
I don't mind watching them though. It's not. I'm not a like a Marvel head though.
Marvel
So,
Universe type.
yeah, I ain't. But I don't mind watching it though. I don't. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm cool. But yeah, man. I mean, listen, bro. I think it was a wonderful conversation. You know what I'm saying? I do have one. Dang, we didn't even get to our. We immediately got into that, but this is open topic format, so you know it is what it is. We appreciate it, man. It's 30 Talk Line open topic format, man. Every Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. You know, Mighty Moolah, King Dukes.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna keep it pushing. Uh, that thing hit my account again. I mean, it hit my account today too. By the way.
I got you, man.
Hey man,
I
look.
got you,
Hey,
man.
I want. Hey,
I got you, man.
you know what? I think I'm trying to get up there. This you gonna be what you doing tomorrow this weekend, man? Happy Mother's Day. We want to say that because we supposed
Um,
to
bro, I went. She called me. Remember I told you she had called me. Good night. Good night. Bitch. She had called me the other day. I had to run to the house and do something for her. And she mentioned she wanted to go see the Michael Jackson movie. So I might
You ain't
Sunday,
seen
I
it?
might, nah, I ain't seen it yet. I might take a Sunday.
All right, I ain't gonna say that, man.
Yeah, I might take that. That might be her Mother's Day thing. You know, she always like to go to eat, so I might take her to eat and then go to the.
Hey,
Uh,
Michael Jackson daddy had that same he had that same mentality, bro. He didn't want to hear no excuses. You got that Joe Jackson spirit on you. Boy. He said, I'm not, we not living in Gary and then this is not where we gonna no. Hell no, I ain't working
but
at
he
no plant.
but he produced the Michael Jackson though, bro.
Hey, and only one, because he beat all of them, but he beat Michael more. He beat
he
all of them.
produced he produced the Michael Jackson, bro.
Because Michael had it what it took, but he had to beat that first coating off that first layer of of excuses off of him. Oh, that was pretty good. No,
Talking
it
about
wasn't.
she gonna call. Who you gonna call Joe now? Me, Amber.
No. Hey man, I'm gonna call you out. Yeah, your daddy. But I mean, hey man, it's a pretty good movie, man. It's gonna be a part two. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm gonna give it an A+, but it definitely was.
They had to talk at the barbershop talking about since they made a Michael Jackson movie, they need to make a Prince movie.
About
Then
to.
they talking about they did have a Prince movie, Purple Rain. I said that was not about Prince's life.
That
That was
wasn't
just
well, cause I
it
don't know.
was.
Did his daddy really do that? Like kill himself or
I
whatever
don't,
he did?
I don't know. They need to come up with a more up to date Prince movie.
First of all, Purple Rain is one of the greatest movies ever.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know that. Where are you? Where are you, mother?
They need, yeah, they need to come. They need to come with an up to date one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna have to work on that. Any other things we need to put out, man? Of course, you know, studio 101.
Showroom 101. Nah, I'm gonna say Happy Mother's Day, man, for real to all the mothers.
Yes,
Um,
yeah. Happy
y'all are the life givers. You know what I'm saying? If we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all.
if we
So
didn't, if y'all are the bringers of life, man. We came through your hips. You know what I'm saying? Or we came out your belly. Whatever, however, we appreciate you carrying. We appreciate
happy Mother's Day to
you
all the
watching
mothers
your
out there.
diet. We appreciate your what they call it when you get the on your back that backbone muscle,
The epidural.
no sciatica and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from the way that we sit, because boys, especially boys, because they say we sit low.
Well, and especially if you have a wallet in your back pocket too, they say
Boys sit. I don't even, my wallet. It ain't even big that more.
it don't need to be big. All them cards in there. You don't need no cash in there no more. It's the credit
All on the
card.
phone now. All on the
It's
phone.
the credit cards.
And the money on the phone. All that. You don't even need no,
Right.
that's all right. We know. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, stop. Okay. Well, we do appreciate all the mothers, and even the men out there, you black mother. All right, let's go, man. It's the Usual Words Pod Show.
Oh, you said you were gonna you popping up this weekend?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get on up there, man. The girls, they'll be with their mom for Mother's Day, of course. I'm gonna miss them because they've been home. You know what I'm saying? For so long. But I do plan on. Yeah, man, we need to try to link up, man, if we can, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You working on Mother's Day? Because this nigga, hey, he will work on Mother's Day.
I'm already working.
You working that morning?
Yeah, I'm
You
working that morning. Now, while my mama at church, I'll be working. When she get out of church, I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna go do it. I need to do. But y'all condemning me. Hey, look, y'all condemning me today, boy. But I love y'all though.
You're a heathen, boy.
I love y'all, man.
Yeah, man. Because that's when the church full, man. Mother's Day and Easter, man.
Yeah. So
nobody show up on Father's Day though.
Hey, look. I think I'm finished. I think my last one come. I'll be finished by 1:00. That's when they get out of church.
That's right when they get out. And go to where y'all gonna go cry? You take
my mama bougie. She be and I'm gonna say this, but nah, man, she like Olive Garden and Red Lobster. That what my mama like.
Red Lobster, yeah, Cheddar Bay biscuits, busting. But Olive Garden, I can't do.
Well, the quality of Red Lobster has declined though, bro.
Actually, man, the black CEO, I think not black CEO, but the whoever the black guy
is he over the Red Lobster brand?
Yeah, he brought it back. He brought it back, man. He brought it back on
Well, I took her to Red Lobster last year.
Not too much on mine. Right.
I took her to Red Lobster last year, and I was like, it's declining, bro, for me, and that was last year.
Yeah, it might have got. It raining. It might have got better since last year. I haven't been in a while, but I definitely do not. I don't fool Olive Garden. Don't do it. Ugh, man. I can't do it, man. Nah. I'm good. I don't need no tour to Italy or no fettuccine, nothing from Olive Garden.
Take her to Stir. I'm gonna take my mama where she want to go, Amber. That's what she don't want to. She don't want to go to Stir.
That's in Greenville, isn't it?
Yeah. She don't want to. She want to go to Olive Garden or Red Lobster. That's where she want to go.
Went to the Peddler and had a steak from Peddler. I was like, they didn't even have no. It was cooked right, but it didn't even have no season. Like they just. I said, who seasoned this thing? I said, that's why I said, boy, man, I find me at Longhorn, man. Longhorn make a swell steak. Well, I know you don't eat steak and all that stuff.
Nah.
Well, man, look, I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying,
Holla.
I will make sure to let you know, keep you updated. All right, but yeah. So until next Thursday, be good to yourself, be good to others. We appreciate y'all, man. That's the Usual Words Talk Show,
Man,
Usual Words Pod Show. Dang.
man,
We
thank y'all.
find us on the Usual Words Pod Show on Facebook, Jam Move page on Facebook, and the Usual Words Pod Show on YouTube, on the YouTubes. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all so much, man. Love
Appreciate y'all.
y'all.
Yeah. Till next time, we out.
Peace.